Deep in the pitch-black ocean lives a creature stranger than science fiction. A world with no light, no warmth, just endless darkness. And from that darkness, a tiny glowing lure appears. Beneath it, a mouthful of jagged teeth waits silently. This is the anglerfish, built for survival in the most extreme place on Earth. But its adaptations go far beyond its terrifying appearance, and its mating strategy is unlike anything else in the animal kingdom. The anglerfish lives far below the surface, hundreds, sometimes thousands of meters down where sunlight never reaches. Down here, the pressure is crushing, the water is near freezing, and food is incredibly scarce. Life survives by adapting in extreme ways. Creatures move slowly, conserve every bit of energy, and evolve unusual strategies just to find a meal or a mate. In a world where animals are few and far between, the rules of survival and reproduction change completely. Anglerfish belong to a group with over 200 species, all part of the order Lophiiformes. Not all of them live in the deep sea, but the most iconic and the most bizarre certainly do. They're known for their oversized heads, wide mouths, expandable stomachs, and rows of sharp, needle-like teeth. Every part of their body is built for surviving in a world where any meal could be the last one for a long time. The anglerfish's most iconic feature is its glowing lure, a long rod called the Elysium, tipped with a light-producing organ known as the esca. Inside the esca live special symbiotic bacteria that create bioluminescence. In the total darkness of the deep sea, this tiny glow is irresistible to curious prey. The anglerfish barely moves, saving precious energy, and waits silently as fish, squid, or crustaceans swim toward the light, right into its open jaws. Anglerfish are opportunistic predators. They'll eat anything they can catch: fish, squid, even crustaceans. Their jaws and stomachs can stretch wide enough to swallow prey nearly as big as they are. Because food is so rare in the deep sea, anglerfish move slowly and conserve every bit of energy. These long waits between meals have shaped their entire biology, turning them into creatures built for patience and sudden, explosive strikes. To survive the deep sea, anglerfish have evolved some remarkable adaptations. Their bones are extremely light, and their bodies are soft and gelatinous, perfect for withstanding crushing pressure. They have very little muscle, helping them conserve energy in an environment where food is scarce. Their dark bodies act as natural camouflage, blending seamlessly into the surrounding black water. And with enormous mouths and expandable stomachs, they can take full advantage of any rare meal that appears. In anglerfish, the difference between males and females is extreme. Females are the large, iconic predators equipped with the glowing lure. Males, however, are tiny, often just a few centimeters long. They're built almost entirely for one purpose: finding a female in the vast darkness. Unlike females, they don't hunt and barely feed at all. Their entire life strategy revolves around locating a mate before their limited energy runs out. In the deep sea, finding another anglerfish is incredibly rare. So males have evolved a very unusual solution. Guided by scent, a tiny male searches the darkness until he finally locates a female. When he does, he bites onto her body and releases enzymes that slowly fuse his tissues to hers. Over time, the male's organs shrink away, leaving only the parts needed for reproduction. He becomes a permanent mate, always available whenever the female is ready to spawn. Some females even carry multiple males at once. In a world where encounters are few and unpredictable, this permanent partnership is an evolutionary advantage. When it's time to reproduce, the female anglerfish releases her eggs in a large gelatinous veil that slowly rises toward the surface. In these upper layers of the ocean, food is far more plentiful, giving the tiny larvae a better chance to survive. As they grow, the young anglerfish begin their long journey downward, leaving the light-filled waters above and sinking into the dark, high-pressure world of the deep sea where they will spend the rest of their lives. After mating, the female anglerfish releases her eggs in a large, jelly-like veil that drifts slowly upward through the water. Near the surface, the tiny larvae hatch into a world with much more light and plenty of food. Here, they grow quickly, feeding and developing the traits they'll need for deep-sea life. As they mature, they begin their descent sinking back down into the dark depths, where they'll take on the full form of the anglerfish and continue the cycle.